This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. I am your host today, Eric. Today we have a very special episode. It's going to be all wrestling all the time, so I'm going to see what I can do with these questions. Hopefully I don't disappoint too many people. I disappointed my one friend, actually, who is a big wrestling fan. I sent him some of my questions. He's like, no one's going to get that. I'm like, well, we'll see. So today we have a Benchwarmer team of Dan and Scott taking on returning guests, Davo and Kels from the Brain Ladle Podcast. Davo and Kels, how you guys doing today?
Well, I'm doing fine. Can I get a hell yeah?
Ready for my cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. Cream of the crop.
And so it begins.
All right, so they're doing well. It's Scott, how you guys doing?
Oh, you didn't know? Go ask me to call somebody.
That means we're doing well.
Okay, so translated. All right, thank you. All right. So, I don't even know where to go with this now.
Ring the bell, man. Ring the bell.
You should get the team names.
So, Davo and Kels, what's your team name going to be today?
Well, when we appeared the first time on the show and lost in inglorious fashion, we were the Hart Foundation. We need to redeem that illustrious tag team. So it's a rematch. We are the Hart Foundation.
All right, and Dan and Scott, what team name are you guys going with today?
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Well, then, for the, 4 guys in attendance and the hopefully hundreds that will be listening at home or wherever they listen to their podcast, Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast proudly brings to you its soon-to-be Tag Team Champions of the World.
Tag Team Champions of the World. The Road Dogg, Jesse James.
The Badass Billy Gunn. The New Age Outlaws. But we're actually going to be called D-Generation X. We just want the whole stable.
And we assume you're all okay with that because you know what you can do if you're not.
All right. So that was interesting.
And Davo, this is just for you before we get started.
I told you to trademark that, Davo. You didn't listen. It could at least be 25 cents. Well, I don't know how it works.
I'd love to see that trademark in writing, just like the sound.
It's technically ka-chow. Ka-chow.
That's Lightning. That's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah. All right, Dan. Let's hear the rules.
And the ref has already lost control of this match and hasn't even started yet.
Honestly, there's probably no ref. It's a street fight. Tag
Seriously.
Street fight.
Well, it's a Donnybrook.
We will be starting off with the tailgate to warm up the teams. This will be followed by 4 quarters of play, each with a different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions pertaining to sports. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from the points they've accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
It's time for the tailgate, consisting of 3 warm-up questions worth 10 points apiece. So for this tailgate, it's going to be very simple. I'm going to give you the name of a finishing move, and you're just going to have to tell me which wrestler used that finisher. So question 1, the backstabber.
We'll check it.
The Hart Foundation is checked in. DX, talk it out.
And I don't know if this is in your wheelhouse. The only person I know that did the backstabber was Carlito Caribbean Cool. It was a backcracker, but he changes to the backstabber. It was kind of part of his gimmick because he would turn his back on his tag team partners.
Okay, Carlito Caribbean, whatever his name is not in my wheelhouse at all. But if you're pretty sure on that, I mean,
I know for a fact that was his finishing move, and that was the name of it. Yeah.
So we can appeal this if it's not right then. Right?
Exactly, because I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. We're checking in with Carlito.
All right, checking in with Carlito and Hart Foundation. What was your answer?
Carlito.
All right, both teams with Carlito and both teams getting their 10 points. The correct answer is Carlito. The backstabber is also known as a double knee backbreaker.
Sasha Banks does a really nice one now.
That's where I've seen it.
So does Cedric Alexander.
Oh, wow. His is much better.
This is stunning.
Yeah.
On to question 2. The move is called Shattered Dreams.
We can check in.
They're checking in.
Check in.
All right, so both teams checking in. Let's start with DX. What was your answer?
Gold dust.
And Heart Foundation, what was your answer?
Gold dust.
So Scott's losing points for that impression. But no, the correct answer is gold dust. Would set you guys up in the corner there and just give you a running kick to the peaches.
The yam bags.
Or coin purse, but apparently I used that before, and a lot of people didn't know what a coin purse was.
I have a 10-year-old son, so he's starting with he calls them the goodies now.
There you go.
Right in the goodies.
It'll evolve about 45 times by the time he's my age.
Oh yeah.
All right. Finally, question 3, the tailgate. I thought this was the easiest one, but I guess Shattered Dreams was the cross-face chicken wing.
Check
We
in.
can check in.
All right. Heart Foundation is checked in.
Oh,
Dan,
I
this
remember that.
should be Bob Backlund.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Checking in with Bob Backlund. All right. And Heart Foundation, your answer?
Former world champion, Bob Backlund.
Correct answer is Bob Backlund. All right. Heading into the first quarter, we have a tie game of 30 points for the Heart Foundation and 30 points for DX. And today's first quarter will be the Dean's List.
The Dean's List. For this quarter, there will be 3 lists containing 10 items, where the teams will go back and forth, guessing the items on the list. If a team guesses incorrectly, the other team can attempt to finish out that list. Each team is allowed 1 mulligan to be used after an incorrect guess. Each item is worth 10 points.
Question 1 for the Dean's List. I want the Royal Rumble winners of the 2000s. So that's the 2000 Royal Rumble through the 2009 Royal Rumble.
And I know all 10, so don't even worry about this.
Are you serious?
So do I.
I can name them all in order, absolutely.
Same here.
Oh wow.
We're going to run through this one.
Kels, let's go year by year, man.
Year by year.
So we're going to start with the Heart Foundation.
So starting in 2000, correct?
You start whenever you want.
I want to start. Well, let's start at the top of the order.
All right, go ahead.
That would be the great one, The Rock.
All right. In the year 2000, The Rock won the Royal Rumble. That is correct. He won by eliminating who?
The Big Show. But the Big Show actually won. Like, they went through the tapes. His feet hit second. But The Rock is the recognized winner.
That is correct. All right. DX, you're up.
2001, one of my favorite Rumbles as a kid. The Kane was just dominant. He set the record for 11 eliminations in that one, but he was eliminated last by the eventual winner, which was Stone Cold Steve Austin, his 3rd Royal Rumble win.
All right. Stone Cold in 2001 is correct. Back to Heart Foundation.
Time to play the game. Triple H.
All right. 2002, Triple H won by eliminating Kurt Angle. Back to DX.
2003, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar.
2003, Brock Lesnar is the Royal Rumble winner, defeating The Undertaker.
You know, I have a tattoo just like his on my chest. I don't know if you knew that or not.
It's Patreon content, all right?
Top level, man. You got to pay for that one. You know what? I actually don't, but if someone wanted to pay me enough, I'd get it.
I already told you guys in the meeting, I'll tattoo anything. If everyone's got a price, all right?
That's what said to be
that's a little earlier in the
Money.
So that brings us to 2004, which would be the Rabid Wolverine, Chris Benoit.
redacted.
Chris Benoit is correct.
That's eliminating the Big Show.
The Big Show again, running up. All right, back to DX.
2005 is fun because Vince McMahon tears his quads as he rushes both of his quads as he rushes down to the ring.
Hilarious.
The reason he did that because they did one of those wonky 1994 type finishes with John Cena and Batista. Eventually, they restarted the match, and Batista picked up the victory.
I walk alone and talk to you.
Yeah.
That answer is correct. In 2005, it was Batista defeating or eliminating John Cena. Back to the Hart Foundation.
Booyaka, booyaka, 619, Rey Mysterio.
All right. Rey Mysterio is correct. 2006, eliminated Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, who still showed up at Mania.
Back to DX.
2007, he finally got his elusive Royal Rumble win that somehow had eluded him for that long. Last defeating Shawn Michaels, it's The Undertaker.
In 2007, The Undertaker. That is correct. Back to the Hart Foundation.
Who's number 30? John Cena.
Could you even see him coming down to the ring, or was it?
The screen was blurry. I didn't know what was
Somebody
going
flew
on.
over the top rope and they said John Cena won. Don't know what happened.
All right, John Cena is correct. In 2008, eliminating Triple H. And back to DX for the last item on the list.
He used a lot of help from the aforementioned Cody Rhodes, actually, and the Legacy stable. The Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton, won the Royal Rumble in 2009.
I know you can't see me, but I'm doing it. I'm with my guy.
Whoa, ow, Dave, that came out of nowhere, man. Ouch.
So that was I was a little worried my question would be a little too easy, but I was not expecting everybody to know every Royal Rumble winner.
I'm sure we could keep going, right, Kels?
Probably, huh?
Yeah.
I know
All right.
2010.
All right.
2010, what?
You think you know me?
You think you know him?
All right. Question 2 of the Dean's List. I need the top 10 in combined days as the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, their reign.
Ooh, WCW, you're getting into my territory now.
I can do okay with this.
So we're going to start with DX on this. So it's no matter how many times they won, it would just continue to add to their total.
Ric Flair.
It's your boy.
Ric Flair, number 2 on the list. He had 8 championships with a combined 501 days. Over to the Hart Foundation.
Mr. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, number 1 on the list with 6 titles for a combined 1,177 days. Back to DX.
We're going to go with Sting.
Sting, number 5 on the list. 6 titles and for a combined 250 days.
Davo, if this is cool with you, you want to go with a former Atlanta Falcon?
I do want to go with a former Atlanta Falcon.
Okay, we're going to go with Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg is number 7 on the list with 1 title and for 174 days.
I don't think I'll spoil an answer because I don't think he'll be on here. But, you know, when David Arquette wins your title, you probably don't care about it too much.
I stuck with them through that, but
Did you?
I don't know what I was thinking. I did. I stuck through it. I stuck with them until David Flair walked out.
Oh, I didn't even know that happened. So good on you. Good on you.
I was adamant that they were gonna beat WWE.
Oh, that ship was on fire.
Yeah.
Way before it sank.
Let's go with Lex Luger.
Lex Luger, number 6 on the list with 2 title reigns for a combined 235 days.
I want to go with Big Van Vader.
Big Van Vader, number 3 on the list with 3 title reigns for a combined 377 days.
It's time. It's time.
It's Vader time.
I think we go with probably the safer bet first. We're going to go with the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Macho Man, not on the list.
Okay.
There are 4 remaining. Would you like to use your mulligan?
Oh man,
I want to, but I there aren't that many more WCW champions left in general. So,
I mean, we named pretty much all of the names.
right. So there aren't many left.
Yeah.
I just wish we knew like number 10 and the amount of days because it would give me
baseline.
Yeah. Dan, your call. Whatever you want to do. It's fine with me.
I mean, this is the middle of the second one, so I mean, we're halfway home.
I know. My thing is, I'm hoping the next one's not WCW, which gives me a little bit of a better chance to run the list.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If you want to do it, Scott, go for it. I trust you on this.
Yeah. All right. We're going to use the mulligan.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You got an answer?
Dan has one.
So I just got one question for you. Can you dig it, sucker? We'll go Booker T.
Booker T, number 4 on the list with 5 reigns for a combined 253 days.
5-time WCW champion.
This is going to be a controversial pick. Ron Simmons.
Ooh.
I just didn't know how long he held it. That's what I was worried about with him.
Damn.
Ron Simmons, number 8 on the list, 1 reign for 150 days.
Okay, 150 is a nice benchmark to know.
And 150 is only what? That was number 8. So I mean, it could be 100 days for number 10.
All right, we'll go with Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, number 9 on the list, 1 reign for 120 days.
4 months. Look at that. He's the guy at the end. He just took out everybody.
So what numbers are left?
Number 10.
Number 10?
Number 10.
We're going to go with 3-time champion Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, and his yoga is not on the list. Would you like to use your mulligan for that last point?
No.
Yeah. Nah. Well, on to the next one.
All right, back to DX. Can you get number 10?
Yeah, I think it's Paul White.
He had a couple reigns. It's just the length.
Felt like they always got it off of him fast.
Yeah, same with Nash.
We were talking about Nash, but I think Big Sexy would get the belt and would get the strap and then would drop it like immediately.
Or hand it to Ric Flair.
Or Hogan, the finger poke.
Then the other guy is Double J, who had multiple reigns towards the end.
They were like 15 minutes each, though.
I know. I'm pretty sure he won it. He won it, lost it, and won it on an episode of Nitro at some point.
I think the Giant had it for like 2.5, 3 months.
Let's do it. Yeah, why not?
All right, we'll go with the Giant.
All right, the Giant, Paul White, number 10 on the list.
Good job, guys.
2 reigns for 118 days.
Well played, gents.
Which brings us to our third and final Dean's list. I need the top 10 wrestlers in pay-per-view matches in WWE history.
Disappearances?
Yep, these are matches, so not just they had to have participated in a match. And we're going to start back with the Hart Foundation.
Okay, The Undertaker.
The Undertaker, with 173 matches, is number 2 on the list. Back to DX.
My team's called DX, so we're gonna go with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H.
Triple H, with 169 matches, is number 3 on the list. Back to the Hart Foundation.
Cross number 1 off the list. We're going to go with John Cena.
John Cena, number 5 on the list with 161 matches.
We'll go with Kane.
With 174 matches, Kane is number 1 on the list.
Okay, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, with 116 matches, is number 9 on the list.
Ooh, scraping the bottom. Okay. HBK.
Back to DX.
All right. Wow. So he's number 9. We got to be careful. We don't have a mulligan.
He's been around forever.
18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Go ahead.
We'll go with Randy Orton.
With 166 matches, Randy Orton is number 4 on the list.
I can dig that.
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Okay. The charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Jefferson Hardy.
With 96 matches, Jeff Hardy is 15 on the list, so that is incorrect.
Oh.
You do have a mulligan.
We need a mulligan. I think there's too many on this list.
It's the last list, too, so.
Yeah, it's the last one. Yeah. We can't take them into the next one. So
I like it.
We'll go with it. Chris Jericho.
With 141 matches, Chris Jericho is number 7 on the list.
Yeah, we're going to go with, on this day, we see clearly the rated R superstar, Edge.
With 129 matches, Edge is number 8 on the list.
We're going to go with former world champion Kofi Kingston.
With 108 matches, Kofi Kingston is number 12 on the list. So that is incorrect.
I'm glad you held off on that one, Scott.
I saw a list. It's most matches competed in, not just pay-per-views. He's in the top 10 of that, like on the Raws and SmackDowns and everything.
I think Big Show's safe. I really do.
The problem is he got sent down in 2001 for a few months. He came back. He got sent to the Fat Farm. Then he left for a while. He came back and fought Mayweather. Then he left. I worry about the inconsistencies. And not only that, even when he was on the roster, sometimes they didn't have anything to do with him. They had no storyline, so he sat out a lot. Trying to think mid-card guys, tag team guys.
Well, I mean, and then what Davo said makes a lot of sense, too. When you're in the new era with all kinds of pay-per-views, The Miz might be on there.
I don't hate The Miz as an answer.
I hate The Miz.
I hate The Miz in general.
Davo, let's not do this. We're in front of company.
I mean, I also said Dolph Ziggler. He seems to be around for all the time, for no reason whatsoever.
Those Spirit Squad matches count, too.
And if Edge is on there, Christian
went to TNA, though. He was in TNA for a couple years. He left and came back.
Yeah.
When he was Christian Cage.
How about Kurt Angle?
I don't think he only lasted 7 years.
But it was 7 years of like every pay-per-view, though. Who do you like best of the names we've said so far?
Probably Miz of everyone we have so far. Just the inconsistencies of Big Show and Mysterio.
All right, let's do the Miz then.
All right.
We'll do the Miz.
Okay, the Miz with 114 matches is number 10 on the list.
Oh, come on, Miz. I still hate you.
One left, number 6.
Number 6. This guy's got more than like HBK. This has to be someone that was around for a long time, Dan.
Well, of the names we've been saying, that would be either Mysterio or Big Show.
I'm trying to think of the earlier. Was there someone that was around?
I mean, was it The Rock?
I doubt it. I don't think he has as many as Jeff Hardy. I was thinking like maybe Rob Van Dam, but
no. He spent way too much time in ECW.
I mean, he came in 2001 and he stayed consistently until about 2009, 2010, and then he came back in 2013 for about a year.
I think pretty much anyone that was on the ECW roster is not going to be on this.
Yeah. Booker T, he had a run of about a decade.
He did, but again, he had all that time in WCW beforehand, too.
What about Bradshaw? He had tag team stuff early, then all the way through with Simmons, then JBL.
I think about those alter egos, those gimmick changes.
Speaking of gimmick changes, how about Foley?
Oh,
Just don't think he was around long enough.
I say it's between Mysterio and Giant, not the Giant, but Big Show.
I think Mysterio, I feel better about. He had a lot of mid-card stuff.
Yaka booyaka.
All right, we'll go Booyaka Booyaka. P-O-D.
Rey Mysterio with 109 matches is number 11 on the list.
ooh, that's misty.
So we have number 13 was Dolph Ziggler with 104. Number 14 was Christian with 97.
Christian.
And number 6, The Big Show with 142 matches.
Sorry, Dan.
It's all right.
All right. After the first quarter, we have a score of the Hart Foundation with 160 and DX with 190. Bringing us to today's second quarter, which will be everyone's favorite pre- and post-game.
Pre- and post-game. For this quarter, there will be 5 before and after style questions. For example, if I said, what all-time leader in receptions for the Indianapolis Colts was a Notre Dame safety drafted by the Minnesota Vikings? The answer would be Marvin Harrison Smith. Each question is worth 20 points.
Pre- and post-game question 1. Everybody's got a price, even a mentally deranged schizophrenic who constantly squealed and shrieked, "Mommy."
Davo, we can check in.
Okay.
Hart Foundation is checked in. DX, talk it up.
I was confused for a second, Dan, but I got it.
Oh, you got it now?
It's not Ted DiBiase. It's the $1 Million Mankind.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking Ted DiBiase the whole time.
So me too. I'm like, we're going to check in with the $1 Million Mankind.
All right. And the Hart Foundation, what was your answer?
$1 Million Mankind. Have a nice
Both
day.
teams getting points. Both teams getting points. Correct answer is the $1 Million Mankind.
I just want to say, Eric, sorry, real quick. This is my favorite episode we've ever recorded.
Everything's in the wheelhouse, man. Everything.
The wait is over. I've been waiting for this.
Question 2. The man of 1,000 holds, who's known for coming to the stage with his feathered friend, Frankie.
I knew for a fact you'd have him somewhere in this episode.
That's awesome. You got this? Yeah, we can check that. We can check it.
Yep.
All right. EX is checked in.
Davo.
That makes total sense. That's great.
Yeah, I know for sure the man of the Iceman is Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
Kobe Ware. So Dean Malenko, Kobe Ware is our answer.
All right, and DX?
That's brilliant. That is so brilliant. It's Dean Malenko, Kobe Ware.
All right, can't stump you guys. The correct answer is Dean Malenko, Kobe Ware.
So hard to say.
Kobe Ware was, elected, I think it was a little too late, into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009.
So a little too late?
Yeah, he should have been one of the first ballot.
Eric's like he's in the inaugural class.
He should be. Listen,
not Bruno.
Listen, he was a jobber for a while. He earns that respect.
Hey, Al Snow's not in the Hall of Fame.
That's crazy too. All right, question 3. Wrestling Observer's 2009 feud of the year with CM Punk and with his brother was a 9-time WWE Tag Champion, who was a member of Farouk's Nation of Domination, winning the European title 4 times.
I got this one.
I got it too.
Yep, we can check.
Go ahead. You got it.
All right, DX is checked in. Hart Foundation, talk it out.
Well, the feud of the year wasn't that feud with Jeff Hardy there, Kels?
Yeah, it would have to be like Jeff Hardy, Low Brown.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's fantastic.
Man, one of the coolest frog splashes, by the way. We're gonna go with Jeff Hardy, Low Brown with the chest protector, please.
Gotta have it.
And DX, your answer?
Eric, these are great, man.
Yeah.
Really underrated theme song too for D'Lo Brown.
Yeah, the real deal now.
A really good theme song. Yeah, we checked in with Jeff Hard, D'Lo Brown.
All right, both teams getting points again. The correct answer is Jeff Hard, D'Lo Brown. My only flavor text on this is on my way to Geek Bowl in March. WWE was in town in Buffalo here for SmackDown, and we ran into Jeff Hardy in the airport. So my friends got a picture of him.
Nice.
Sober?
Yeah, seems so. It was early in the morning, so I
so
hope
it's hard to tell.
It really didn't matter for him at one point.
We saw a bunch of them walking through too, but he's the only one we stopped. We saw Otis. Sheamus came through. It was pretty cool.
Amos would be hard to miss.
Otis would be hard.
So was Otis.
That's fair.
See them both
of the three, I think this is the first one where they've faced each other in the ring. Jeff Hardy and D'Lo. I don't remember DiBiase and Foley ever having a match.
No,
they may have, but I didn't see it. And I know Malenko never fought Coco Beware.
No,
he would have destroyed him.
Yes, Coco would have destroyed Dean Malenko.
If he can reverse the Texas Cloverleaf, yes.
Okay, question 4. French-born wrestler who is said to drink over 100 beers in a 6-hour period and interrupted the Royal Rumble in 1993, where he eliminated The Undertaker despite not being an official participant.
We're going to check in.
Yes, I'm with you.
Hart Foundation is checked in.
And this should be Andre the Giant Gonzalez.
I was going to say, is that Giant Gonzalez?
Gotta be, yeah. Check that in.
All right.
All right, checking in with Andre the Giant Gonzalez and Heart Foundation. Your answer?
Andre the Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Both teams getting points again. Correct answer is Andre the Giant Gonzalez.
That bodysuit.
Trash.
That was terrifying.
Trash. Bless his heart, but that was trash.
Question 5. A reintroduced member of Men on a Mission and was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015. Also was a tag team champion with his partner, Scotty 2 Hotty.
Oh, that's terrible.
Thank you.
I loved it, but oh my God.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, because Davo, if you're confident, I'm thinking if it's not right, it should be. I would fight for this.
I think we deserve the points no matter what with that.
Yeah. You guys must be thinking the same thing as us.
We're gonna check in.
Okay, Heart Foundation is checked in. DX, talk it out, and I just want to point out that there's only one right answer, so I don't care how you guys fight this out.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Well, it's not Mabel and Mo.
Right. So it's got to be he was reintroduced as Viscera.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Viscera Rikishi.
But that's...
I just needed to hear somebody else say it.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
All right, we're going to check in with Viscera Rikishi.
This is either a really cool clue or a very, very spicy Indian dish. Viscera Kishi.
A lot of weight there, too.
It's actually
a sexually transmitted disease.
He did have that rub gimmick.
World's largest love machine.
All right, so I got a little creative with that. I'm glad you guys both got it. The correct answer is Viscera Rikishi. I needed to use Rikishi and Viscera somewhere, and they just happened to work together. So,
well done.
Okay. After the second quarter, we have a score of Heart Foundation with 260 and DX still with that 30-point lead at 290. It's now time for the halftime show.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 5 entertainment questions pertaining to sports, with each question worth 20 points.
All right, time for our wrestling halftime. Question 1. Easily the most successful professional wrestler to appear in movies and TV, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, made an appearance in what 1999 TV show set in Wisconsin?
Yeah, I was just typing that, but you got there faster than I did.
Right?
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't remember it, but...
Same. I think we got to go with that. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I can't really think of another show set there in that time that would veer into that sort of territory.
Evo, you want to? Yeah, he did. You want to check in with that?
Yes.
I was a little skeptical at first, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll check in.
All right, Heart Foundation's checked in. DX, talk it up.
You know what, Scott? It just hit me. I'm pretty sure he played his father.
He played
on the show.
He played Rocky Johnson. Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. We'll check in with that 70s show.
Checking in with that 70s show. And Heart Foundation, what was your answer?
That 70s show. Playing the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson.
Both teams getting points. The correct answer is that 70s show. The Rock also did appear in a one episode of Star Trek Voyager.
Yes, he did.
I remember that. He gave someone a rock bottom in that episode.
That's officially jumping the shark.
The Big Show was on Enterprise as an Orion slave trader.
Stop ruining Eric's questions.
There's already been one that was ruined, so we'll just get to that later.
Yay!
Question 2. WWE Studios is responsible for movies such as Walking Tall, Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, and Jingle All the Way 2. I just found that out.
Wait, really? There's a Jingle All the Way 2?
Yeah, there is.
Is Turbo Man in it?
I've never watched it. I knew there was a second one. I did not know WWE.
I didn't even know there was a second one.
Have you not done your homework yet on this one?
I was writing this question at like midnight last night. I forgot I was a couple short. So, they also released a series of movies called The Marine. How many movies are in this series?
Ooh. I've only seen one and I regret that one. Yeah, Dave. It's pretty much awesome. Also of terribleness.
Good Lord.
I think Ron Simmons was the last one.
Damn. That's still the whole dialogue in the movie.
I watched that and not regretted it at all. I met Ron Simmons once, man. He was really nice.
Was he a mountain of a man?
I mean, I'm 5'9", so it doesn't take much. But yeah, he's huge. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
This is like, how many helpings of trash have there been?
Yeah, I feel like there's no right answer because the right answer should be 0.
That's agreed.
The first one. They can get away with the first one.
Should we allow that?
You couldn't even see it.
Should we check in, Scott, so they can talk it out?
Yeah.
All right, we'll check in.
All right, DX is checked in. Heart Foundation.
It was very nice of you, Dan.
I owe you one.
I think I tend to guess high in these kinds of questions. I think 6 is a little high, but I know there's been at least 4.
Dude, 2 is high.
2 is very high.
2 is high. Did you see The Marine?
No.
It had one of my
favorite. I like good things.
I want to say Robert Patrick was in the first one. He's one of my favorite. He played one of my favorite movie villains.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the damn Marine.
Yeah.
Was it in The Faculty?
Oh, damn, he was in The Faculty.
He was the coach.
So 5 or 6, because if they went up past 6, it's just there's something wrong.
Looking for punishment. You know, McMahon's crazy. I want to. I feel comfortable with 5, but who knows how many of these they do? They probably got 6 in production right now. It's their Avatar.
It is. Marines forever.
Once you're in for life. The Marine 8 went AWOL.
Let's go with that. Let's go with 5 then. What do you say? I'm fine with it.
Sure. We're gonna throw out 5.
Okay, and DX.
All right, Dan. Can I just?
Just say it.
Cena was in one. DiBiase Jr. was in one for sure. Mr. Kennedy was in one. Miz was in one. So I knew there was at least 4.
Miz was in more than one.
Was he? So maybe. Yeah. All right. So maybe he was in 2, and I think that's it. I was thinking Orton, but I forgot he was in 12 Rounds 2.
Yeah,
he wasn't in one of the Marine movies
because of his military.
Yeah, exactly. Record. Yeah,
they kind of protested that.
Oh yeah, the dishonorable discharge.
Yeah.
So we also checked in with 5.
Both teams checking in with 5. Unfortunately, no team is getting points on this one. The correct answer is 6.
Davo. Davo, I'm so sorry.
I'm not sure if there's a 7th one in the works. Maybe COVID's held that up a little bit, but I'm sure there's another one coming.
I'm sure Seth Rollins is going to be in one.
The only good thing COVID's done for the world is hold up Marine sex.
Eric, do you have all the stars of the 6 movies?
I started to write them down, and then the more I'm just like, I'm not wasting any more time.
Once you were like, who's
question.
Mr. Kennedy? Yeah.
No, I knew who they were. I'm just like, there's no one's ever paid this much attention to this movie series, so I'm just gonna move on.
Did you slowly feel your soul leaving your body?
Oh, it was bad.
You know, there's a fan wiki of this.
Not my favorite movies that they produce. Give me The Chaperone, See No Evil, and Oculus all day.
I'll take Oculus.
I'll take Oculus.
I will not watch The Chaperone. Triple H probably.
CM Punk's gonna make this. CM Punk's like, I'll make The Chaperone too, except it'll be funny and entertaining.
Triple H probably buried everybody in that movie.
Question 3: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. What wrestler portrayed Super Shredder at the end of the movie? He also made an appearance in Grandma's Boy and John Wick.
We can check in.
Check in, man.
Yep.
All right, both teams checked in. Let's hear from the Hart Foundation first.
Kevin Nash.
Big Sexy. Super Shredder. I think CM Punk called him that.
Yeah,
He did. He did.
And DX?
Yeah, CM Punk did call him that. About once a month, I just watch CM Punk promos on YouTube. It's honestly my happy place. Yeah, it's Big Daddy Cool, Diesel, Kevin Nash.
All right, both teams getting points. Correct answer is Kevin Nash. And I have not seen these other movies, but he was also apparently in both of the Magic Mike movies. So, just...
Oh, yeah, that's right, he was. I haven't seen them, but I remember reading that he was going to be in them, and I was like, why? Is he stripping? No one wants to see that.
He was also in The Longest Yard.
But he is big sexy, so I guess it does make
Makes
sense for him to be in
sense.
a male stripper movie.
Question 4. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh, Dave,
What was the name of Andre? What was the name of Andre the Giant's character in The Princess Bride?
locked in.
Check that
Doing
in.
it right
Check
now.
that in.
Right now.
You didn't even have to. I actually know this, but I knew Davo. Like, as soon as you said,
Yeah, well, this is my favorite movie of all time.
This is my second favorite movie of all time.
What's number 1?
12 Angry Men.
Wait, the remake with Tony Danza?
No. Henry Fonda, you savage.
Tony Danza.
You've never seen the Tony Danza remake? I've seen both. I watched them both back to back.
Oh my god.
Why?
What a step down.
Because that's 24 Angry Men. Like, why would you have
That's
it?
a lot of Angry Men.
That's too much Danza.
Oh man! Wow, I did not. I learned a lot tonight.
Dave, that's an incredible movie, so that's a great choice. 12 Angry Men is a classic.
All right, our foundation. What's your answer?
Fezzik.
All right, and GX.
Isaac, tear his arms off. Oh, you mean this gatekeeper?
He is the brute squad.
Also, one of my favorite movies. The correct answer is Fezzik, and it's one of my favorite quotes of all time in any movie. Is "Life is pain, Highness, and anyone who says differently is selling something."
Wow. You went dark real fast.
Oh yeah, love that movie. All right. Question 5. What big man played Frankie Stechino Sr., father of high school bully Frankie Stechino Jr. in Boy Meets World?
We can check in.
I knew it will pop in. Davo.
Go for it, man. Your lethal smile told me you got this in the bag.
It's got to be the mastodon, Leon White, a.k.a. Big Van Vader.
Yeah.
All right, and DX?
Yeah, he got real upset with George Feeney when he called him by his first name on the show of Leslie during his appearance on the show. Yeah, it's Vader.
All right, both teams getting points again. The correct answer is Vader. Leon White was actually a third-round pick of the Los Angeles Rams in the 1978 NFL Draft.
Which you know like the back of your hand, I'm sure, Eric.
The 70s drafts get a little cloudy for me, so...
Yeah, after Billy Sims goes number 1 overall, that's Eric's done.
All right, heading into the second half, we have a score of Heart Foundation with 340, and DX still holding on to that 30-point lead at 370.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Benchwarmers TP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
On to the second half. Today's third quarter will be...
Uh-oh.
Oof.
How low can you go?
Wow.
How low can you go? For this quarter, there will be 4 questions consisting of 5 clues, given one at a time. After each clue, both teams will decide if they want to check in with their guests by sending a chat to the host. If a correct answer is checked in after the first clue, the team will receive 50 points. After the second clue, 40. After the third clue, 30, and so on.
Question 1 for how low can you go? Clue 1. My height is 5 feet 8 inches.
I got it. No, kidding, I don't have it.
Oh, I was like, if you do, I mean...
Like, that's amazing.
Oh, he loves it.
We should probably take another clue, Dan.
Yeah, I need one more to cement it.
5'8". My sign is Sagittarius.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah, we're gonna need one more too, Davo. Unless you got it.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Both teams need another clue.
Yep.
All right, clue 2. Made my debut in 1977 at Madison Square Garden.
A lot of people it could be, yeah.
Unbelievable. I remember being at Berkeley, watching the beard not connecting on my face. I could smell colors. Has there ever been a player better than Detlef Shrimp?
Yeah, Luke Walton.
I think we need another clue there, Kels.
I was about to say 77. Nah, that's a little too late for him.
Okay, we need another one.
Okay, and DX, where you at?
Dan, unless you're in the Mind Palace right now.
I'm trying to get in there, but I'm
77.
yeah. Let's go with another one.
Yep.
5'8". Yeah,
Clue 3. I was credited with coming up with the name WrestleMania.
Go with me on this. Hold on.
Okay. He just came on the Mind Palace, so I'm probably going to go with you regardless. He goes to that other place, guys. It's like Bubba Ray Dudley when he sees a table. It's.
Yeah, I'm about to send this.
No.
Are you ready for it?
No.
I think.
Here
I
we
hope
go.
so.
Interference.
Yeah.
Should I check that in?
Yes. Let's check that in.
All right, I'll send it.
If you got something.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we're in, so you guys can talk.
Yeah, you can talk it out.
All right.
All right, Davo.
I think that the WrestleMania name came from a kid.
And we're thinking somebody 5'8".
He's
not many wrestlers.
I don't consider him a wrestler.
No. It's just debut. It doesn't have to be like a wrestler. I'm guessing to someone in that, somebody with Vince's ear who could lend that name.
He reffed really young, right?
Yeah. Of course. That's where I'm thinking it could be.
Because he's 50.
All right, if he's 50 now,
He would have that would have put him. He's in his 50s or at 50.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts he was born in 1970, which means his debut would be when he's 7 years old, which makes no sense. I was thinking Pat Patterson.
I mean, Pat Patterson came up with a lot of stuff, though.
He did.
And I don't want to just give him stats that might not be his.
Well, we're either going to lose 10 points off the top to get to the answer, and we're down 30 anyway.
Yeah.
But if we get it completely wrong, we're going to lose all the points. You know what I'm saying?
True enough.
Let's get another clue then. I don't feel confident with either of these answers.
I mean, if the next clue is first. It can't be Pat Patterson.
Can't be.
Pat Patterson was wrestling before 77. I don't know if he was in MSG in 77, but he was an Intercontinental Champion.
Man,
the first one.
We need another clue.
Okay, clue 4. I am the WWE's longest serving employee.
Oh my gosh. I think I was right. Gerald Briscoe. He just got fired at 30. He had 36 years of service.
Oh, sure, let's roll with it. Works for me, Mr. McMahon.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll check in with Gerald Briscoe.
Checking in with Gerald Briscoe after clue 4. And DX, you guys checked in after clue 3. What was your answer?
I think we were looking at the right way, that this probably wasn't an in-ring personality unless you count when the microphone drops from the ceiling. We went with Howard Finkel.
The Fink?
The Fink.
So let's read clue 5, see if that helps. At WrestleMania 9, I was introduced in a toga as Finkus Maximus.
Well done.
Congrats, guys.
That was all Dan.
No, it couldn't be a wrestler. It was only giants in the 70s.
Yeah.
On to question number 2, which will be again, who am I? Made my WWE debut in July of 1987 as the newest addition to the Bobby Heenan family.
Davo, where you at with this one?
I need another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be anybody. Well, not really. It could be one person, but I don't know.
DX, what are you guys doing?
I have an in on this, but I don't think I want to go at it right now.
We have a big lead. We might as well take another
Hey.
just to solidify
Hey,
it.
don't need to be
We're
smug.
going to showboat for a
God.
little bit. Yeah, let's. Well, if we're going to be smug, I'd do it right now.
Ooh.
I have an idea, but I don't think I'm ready to check that in.
All right, we'll take
Let's
another
just
clue.
see if it works out. Yeah.
Clue number 2. I defeated the Junkyard Dog in the first ever SummerSlam.
That name still works.
Yes, it does.
The next clue is going to be super obvious.
Yeah. Well, do we want to ensure we get some points, or do we want to continue being pantsed by these guys?
I don't know, man. How good do you feel about that?
Fairly. I need a little bit more to
Um,
feel 100%.
fair enough.
Let's take another one, Scott.
Okay.
All right. Heart Foundation,
well,
what are you
you
guys doing?
You want
Take-
to you take another one?
Let's take another one, please.
Clue number 3. In 1997, I became the only person to appear on WWE's Raw
It's in.
and WCW's Monday Nitro programs on the same night.
Yeah,
We're checked in.
so we just send it to you, or do we?
They're checked in, so wait for them to send it, and you can just tell me.
It's pretty sure it's the Ravishing one at this point.
Yeah, I would agree.
Can't see my torso, but trust me, it's the same.
It's funny.
Okay. Are you checking in with that?
Did you have Dan and Scott airbrushed on your tights before the match?
Yes, yeah. This is an upper body like show, so I don't get to show it.
Sure.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Okay. And DX? What
Dang it, Scott. Dang it.
I know. Hey, Dan had to be fair. Dan had it after clue 1.
Really?
But yeah, it's Rick Rude.
It's funny because he had a mustache on one of the shows, and he was clean shaved the same night that he was on Raw and Nitro because of the tape delay.
All right. Both teams checking in with the Ravishing one, Ravishing Rick Rude, and both teams getting 30 points on that. On to question number 3. It's kind of a theme. They're pretty much all going to be who am I? Made my debut in 2005 wrestling in the Iowa independent scene under the ring name Jix.
6.
Gixx.
Take another one, Scott. Oh, you.
I mean, that's the only reason I said that, but yeah, we should take
Oh.
another one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I know for a fact he is, but
I mean, you could go for the finishing move right now if you
I
wanted
know,
to, but
I know. I let's take another one.
all right.
What do you say, Kels?
That's a very valid point, Davo. Makes a whole lot of sense. I'm down if you're down, man. You know, big
I'm
bucks
down.
no whammies.
I'm down.
Big bucks no
Guys.
whammies.
Big bucks, no whammies. I'll send it in.
All right. Send it in, Jerome.
I like it.
All right. Heart Foundation is checking in. So they
What's
are
this?
checked in.
It's the only title in the wrestling world that makes you number one.
So we're going to go to clue number 2. I made my Ring of Honor debut at a pay-per-view event in 2007 under the name Tyler
Black. We're checked in. Yep. Should have went for it after clue 1.
Yes.
I mean, they only got 10 points on us. It's Seth Rollins.
All right. Both teams getting points on this. I'm not even bother with the other clues because apparently I made them all way too easy. All right.
Yeah, Davenport, Iowa.
Yeah, that's why I said to Dan, I'm like, he's from Iowa. It's likely him. No one else is from Iowa.
All right. So I'm going to give you guys a choice. Who's losing right now?
We are by a lot, probably.
Okay.
Not by a lot.
No,
I bet though.
by like 50, I think.
So when I was writing the game, I totally forgot that how low can you go is only 4 questions. So I wrote 5. So I'm going to give you a choice between a who am I and a what am I.
Let's spice it. Let's spice it up. Or do you want to stick with who?
I mean, I'd be interested with a little sauce.
Let's do a little sauce. What am I?
Okay, we're going to go with question 4. What am I? Clue number 1. This originated in 1997.
We can check in, Davo.
Do it. Send it. We send it, right?
Yep, send it back over.
Send it to Eric.
All right, Dan. There's a few different things here that popped into my head. They sent it over, so we can talk this out.
You guys are good to go.
I don't know if it originated. I don't think it's a one-time event.
So if you don't think it's the Montreal Screwjob,
I'm wondering if it's a pay-per-view.
It could be a pay-per-views that originated in 97. Would be like In Your House, Bad Blood, or just Bad Blood, Rumble, Mania, King of the Ring. All those were already around. Survivor Series, SummerSlam. 97 had some weird shows. They pretty much only had In Your Houses, and the first In Your House is 96.
It doesn't have to be WWE either.
No, I know. 97. Could it be a title? The European title originated in 97. I know that.
The Hardcore Championship started around then?
No, that was in 98. McMahon gave
in
the
WWE.
belt to
WWE.
The WCW Hardcore came after.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. They only did it because WWF did it, obviously.
Oh, sure.
Something ECW was hot in 97.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I don't know what they really.
It wasn't November to Remember or
probably not.
Heat Wave.
They checked in so quickly. That's the thing. I feel like we must.
Let's take another one. Let's take another
so
one.
Quickly. Okay.
Taking another clue. So we're on to clue number 2. This match appeared a total of 5 times in Dallas, Texas, which is more than any other city.
Oh, it's the Hell in a Cell, Dan. It's got to be Hell in a Cell
sense.
match. Bad Blood 97. I just referenced Bad Blood 97.
That makes sense. All right, you want to go with that?
Yeah, we're going to check in with the Hell in a Cell match.
All right, checking in with Hell in the Cell. And Heart Foundation, you guys checked in after the first clue. What was your answer?
Hell in the Cell.
Okay, Heart Foundation getting 50 points and DX getting 40. The correct answer is Hell in the Cell. Mick Foley has appeared in 4 Hell in the Cell matches with a record of 0-4.
He's probably got, what, the third most? Triple H and Taker got more than that.
I think he's got the highest fall of
yes,
collective if you combine all of them together.
All of his.
I mean, that was only one night.
200 feet.
I also believe he's lost the most teeth in a Hell in a Cell match.
He's probably lost most everything.
Consciousness.
Yeah.
One of them.
Years off his life.
Yep.
And his cell matches were great, though.
He was the first guy to ever have a tooth come out of his nose. I mean,
That was crazy.
that's something.
Yeah. Didn't think it could happen. And he smiled about it. That's when I knew he wasn't from this planet.
All right.
Nice day.
After the third quarter, we have a score of Heart Foundation with 470 and DX with 510.
Oh, damn, we're going for the record.
You can't
the
get
record?
it.
We can't hit the record.
Damn it. It's a special game. We should be able to bid 200 on every question.
Even if you did, even if you get to spend all your points, you can't touch the record.
I mean, I think we should go 500.
You own the record. Why do you care?
I just want more accolades.
There you go.
I had the record taken from me unjustifiably in a position I'd rather not.
Macho Man is not happy with your decision.
So this brings us to the fourth quarter, and I will throw it to Dan.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up, This quarter consists of 5 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
So I will give you guys the categories and then place your wagers, please. So category 1 will be holding. Category 2 will be debuts. Category 3 will be Grand Slam. Category 4 will be AKA. And category 5 will be eliminated. All right, now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. I hope these are not too easy.
I'm hoping that y'all just missed the kick.
Shank it.
If they, spoiler alert, if they are too easy, y'all might win this.
Category 1, holding. Question 1. In 1998, Chris Jericho revealed himself as the man of 1,004 holds. Jericho reads the list of holds on WCW Nitro.
Oh, my God.
What was the name of the 3rd and 5th hold he listed?
Dan, I'm pretty sure that's it there.
Oh, yeah.
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 We can check in.
Yeah.
All right, DX is checked in.
Davo, I'm pretty sure Armbar showed up like
15.
600 times on the list. They cut to a commercial and he came back and said Armbar again.
Love that.
Yeah, it was one of his best segments.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
We'll go with yours, man.
I mean, he said 3rd and 5th. I don't know if he repeated it like that close together, but I know for sure is arm bar and he said arm drag. I'm not sure where they fall in the order of things.
Oh, I liked arm bar. Arm bar.
Yeah. Man.
We'll go with yours.
So Davo, arm bar and arm drag.
Arm bar, arm drag is fine. I'm feeling kind of arm bar, but
I mean, you might be right.
Yeah.
I'll hate myself.
He said the 3rd hold and the 5th hold. I like arm bar. I love arm bar.
Like
love lamp.
There's our episode title. I love arm bar.
I love arm bar. I love arm bar.
For 3rd and 5th, this is your arm bar?
Yeah, because he read them off in rapid succession.
He really did.
I think it's arm bar. I genuinely do. And if I'm wrong, I sank us last game. I was here. I'll sink us again.
Get a man. We'll roll with it.
All right, and checking in with armbar, and how many points did you wager?
100.
And on to DX, your answer and point wager, please.
Yeah, it's armbar.
Did you just get a hernia? What happened to you?
No, he put himself in an armbar.
It's an armbar.
And how many points did you wager?
50.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. No team is getting points on this. The correct answer is the moss-covered 3-handled family grunduzzle.
Yeah.
And the Saskatchewan spinning nerve hold.
Never heard of that one. I know the other one. Perry Saturn did it.
Armbar was the first hold that he listed.
And the 19th and the 7th and the
Matt, you're way behind.
And if you watch the list too, when he is reading it, he goes from he's like number 5, number 8, and he just he's
skipping around.
Yeah.
Carl said the best part. They come back from break and the armbar.
Well, the guy comes down for the next match too, and he's just still reading. Question number 2 in debuts. Everyone knows Paul Bearer as the manager of The Undertaker, but he was not the original manager. Who was The Undertaker's manager when he made his WWE debut at Survivor Series in 1990? So both teams checking in. Let's start with DX. What was your answer?
I love you, brother love.
Red-faced and all.
All right, and Heart Foundation.
Was it Tom Pritchett? Was Bruce Pritchett? Yeah, brother love.
DX, how many points did you wager?
100.
All right, and Heart Foundation, how many points did you wager?
70.
Both teams getting their points there. The correct answer is Brother Love. He did state that he was too busy to manage the Undertaker, so he passed it off to Paul Bearer.
Oops.
Ain't the Undertaker.
Question 3, Grand Slam. Who did Randy Orton defeat to win the United States title and earn his Grand Slam?
We are going to check in.
All right, Heart Foundation is checked in. DX, talk it out.
The more I think about this, Scott, the more I'm pretty sure that there was really no reason for him to be feuding with this guy.
I can't remember.
Except for that he was trying to get the Grand Slam.
I would have.
He came out and called. And we just talked about him. We just got done talking about him. He came out and called out Bobby Roode and dispatched of him, took the title, and then I think he dropped it at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. That's more context than I have at all. I didn't even know he held the title. So
it had to be recent, and Bobby Roode held that title for a while. So
he did. You're right. That's true.
All right. We'll check in with Bobby Roode for 50 points.
Good God.
Checking in with Bobby Roode for 50 points. And that doesn't sound good. Heart Foundation, what was your answer and your wager, please?
Really, that Dan was that confident during that explanation. I was. Yeah, you sounded so right.
I think I threw up a little. This is my fault, so I'm gonna check in with AJ Styles, and we get 100 points.
All right, one team getting their points here. The correct answer is Bobby Roode. S-Lane 2018.
So did he have the title going into Mania then? Wow, good pull, Dan.
Very good pull.
Just for my identification, there is actually no way we can catch up, right?
Yeah, there is.
If they missed their questions, yeah.
Like I said, there's no way we can catch up.
Question number 4. Glenn Thomas Jacobs wrestled under 3 different names before striking gold with the Kane persona. I would like you to name all 3.
I got nothing, Dan. If they pull this, they deserve to win.
Let's check in with that then. We'll check in. Let them talk it out.
All right. DX is checked in. Heart Foundation, talk it out.
Okay. Isaac Yankem, Fake Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Just for my edification, who was the other guy in the Undertaker man? Who was it?
I can't think of his name, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Kane or Glenn Jacobs or some other guy who, let's say, he didn't win his contract.
Not with that great match?
Yeah, nah. Man, I swore he only had like 2 gimmicks before he had it.
I thought, we should just go with the Undertaker thing, and maybe we're lucky because I think he. Let's just go with it because we're not going to pull it. We're going to go down in flames again on this show.
Kane, flames.
Yeah.
Man, I know he wasn't Adam Bomb. He was trash. Rush. He wasn't in DOA or Los Boricuas.
He definitely was not in Los Boricuas.
Listen, he
is Jesus.
He's Spanish.
I know, he's born in Spain. He's from Madrid.
So I can name everybody in the world that he was not. And he wasn't one of Jerry Lawler's knights. He was Jerry Lawler's dentist. We got nothing else. We can throw out Fake Undertaker, man.
We'll do that. All right, so we're gonna do. We say it now, right? We say our wrong answers now. We're going to go Isaac Yankem, DDS. We're going to go Fake Diesel. We're going to go Fake Undertaker. And we bet 100 points on this hot trash.
And DX, your answer and wager, please.
Go ahead, Dan.
We said Fake Diesel. We said Dr. Isaac Yankem, DDS. And we thought, I don't know, maybe he just wrestled under his real name. So we said Glenn Jacobs for the last one.
Yeah, and then just real quick, Fake Taker is Brian Lee.
Thank you, God, for ripping the Band-Aid off.
You're welcome.
We knew it was right.
The correct answers are Fake Diesel, Isaac Yankem, and I would have either accepted Unabomb or Mike Unabomb.
What the heck is Unabomb?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Hold on.
One-time thing.
Who?
Yeah. Do you have any context there, Eric? Because
it was right before Isaac Yankem in like 95.
Dark show or something?
No, he was on a taping, I believe. Yeah,
he was on Raw.
A Jabber.
I know he had him and Al Snow had a tag team, but I couldn't remember like what his name was in the tag team, and I don't even know if they ever like made it to TV.
Maybe it was
They
Mike
had, like,
Uniball.
It might be. They had a super brief tag team in like late 94, 95.
Wow.
Mike Uniball. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, no, I remember him. You can find pictures of him as Mike Unibom. It's kind of funny. So no teams getting their points. Brings us to the final question under eliminated. Triple H currently has the most Elimination Chamber victories. He has won 4 times in 6 appearances and has 7 total eliminations in those appearances. Who holds the record for most eliminations in a single Elimination Chamber? And how many did he or she have?
We can check in, Dan.
DX is checked in, so you guys can talk it out completely.
Shayna Baszler eliminated everybody in her match.
And she won it?
Yeah.
Eliminated
everybody.
Oh, it makes it a lot easier. I was thinking Goldberg was the first one to come to mind, but the only person he didn't eliminate was Kevin Nash in that chamber.
Shayna eliminated Ruby.
She eliminated everybody. It's her.
Oh, she eliminated.
Goldberg eliminated 4 people.
I'm pretty sure she eliminated everybody in an elimination chamber.
Okay. Yeah, Goldberg's got 4 in a match.
And I'm a big fan of the Queen of Spades, so
I mean she's great.
Yeah.
I hate the way she's being used, but I hate the way everybody's being used. So.
She's tag team champ, man.
Is she?
With Nia Jax.
Don't remind me.
I mean, if you want to go with the Queen of Spades, man.
I'm gonna go with Queen of Spades.
Yeah, Goldberg took out Shawn, Randy, Jericho. Maybe he's just eliminated 3.
I think it was the entire Riot Squad was in that chamber and 2 other. I mean, it's a 6-man match.
Yeah,
she eliminated 6 person. My bad, and she eliminated everybody. So, yeah, let's go. Let's check in with the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
Checking in with Shayna Baszler. Heart Foundation. What was your wager?
Everything we got left. 100 points.
Right. And DX, your answer and wager, please.
So at first, when he said Triple H had the most, I thought he was going to ask how many, and I started like counting elimination chambers in my head. And I was like, "How many has he won?" And then he was like, "He's won 4," and I was like, "I don't have to think."
So Scott, we went with you because I checked it in. But I know Braun Strowman had 5.
When did he? I don't even remember him winning a chamber.
Unless I'm misremembering that.
I mean, he very well could have. I haven't watched too many of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-views recently because, like, enough is enough.
But anyway, we didn't say Braun Strowman. So.
We did not. We checked in. Everything Davo said exactly correct. It just happened this past year on her road to WrestleMania against Becky Lynch. We checked in with Shayna Baszler for 100 points.
Checking in with Shayna Baszler for 100 points. And I did not mention there were 2 correct answers to this question.
Okay.
So I didn't want to say, so I mean I let you go that way. Braun Strowman does have the record with 5 eliminations, but he did not win. He was I believe defeated by Roman Reigns in that one.
That's right.
Oh, they had yeah. Okay, I remember.
Didn't he come back to the cage? Was that when he was hurt? No, that was a Royal Rumble. I'm sorry.
That was a Rumble. Yeah.
And the other correct answer is Shayna Baszler, who also has 5 in a single elimination chamber. So both teams getting their points.
I like her theme music too.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's really good. Fits.
I thought there would be at least one, like, Divas pre and post game or something, like with one of the women's wrestlers in it.
I looked. I was struggling to find the ones that I found. I was trying to get creative with them. So
fair enough.
There's always room for another one of these shows. So
absolutely.
Oh, what's happening? What we'll do is we'll put you all up against another team, so it'll be a number 1 contender match.
There you
go.
Yes.
We'll do a heel turn against the other team, and we'll form a stable with Davo and Kels.
Yes. Can we all be gods? Can be our gimmick? Can we be the 4 Norsemen? There it is.
That's the best thing I heard all year. God, I needed that.
Think about which character you want, boys.
The game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. Heart Foundation finishes with a score of 340 points and with a score of 610. And the winner of the first Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast Wrestling Championship, DX.
This is one of those matches that ends with both both wrestlers shaking hands with each other at the end with mutual respect.
It's the Edge and Christian Hardy Boys ladder match from
Yeah.
1999.
I don't see that happening between the actual Hart Foundation and New Age
No.
Outlaws. Like, there will be no handshakes.
That's the reason we picked this name. I was like, I know they're going to be Hart Foundations. I said to Dan, I'm like, we should probably be DX for rivals.
I was thinking we should have been a full stable like the Fabulous Freebirds or play with Freebird rules.
The Spirit Squad.
Spirit Squad.
All right. Well, I just want to take time to thank Davo and Kels for coming back on again. Better luck next time, gents.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to be two-time guests.
Matter of fact, right now you're the only two-time guest.
Two-time guest.
Yep. We are honored.
First repeats.
Yay. Thank you. We would love to have any and all of you on our show as well, Brain Ladle Trivia.
I did just sign up to be a Patreon today.
Oh, thank you.
And I did yesterday, so
Look
there
at
you
that.
go.
Look at the love.
Look at
in the
that.
room.
Well, come on.
I thought I wasn't. I thought I wasn't welcome back. I'm sorry.
I will go in his. I will go in his place. I promise you that this is my strongest topic. So anything else, I will not do this. Guaranteed.
These arms are big enough to hold you. That's all right.
There it is.
Thank you so much, guys.
No, it's always great having you on.
It.
What about us, Eric? Do we not get to?
No, you don't. So you guys probably, use some PEDs of some type. No, I've just. I hope my questions weren't too bad for you guys.
They were great.
Yeah, this was great.
That Kane question was brutal, but
that was warm. But
listen. They all can't be shattered dreams, all right? Or you guys checking in before I even finish reading the questions.
Yeah. This was a great game, Eric. I have no complaints, man. I thought it was well done. All the rounds were good. The Dean's lists were good for sure.
So I used to be a huge
Coco Beware fan. Yeah, you still are.
Wrestling fan, just in general. Yes. Oh God, yeah. But I've kind of drifted away. I'm still trying to get back into it, and I
now's not the time, buddy.
No, and that's what I'm finding out.
It's a great time. It's a great time. AEW's fantastic.
That's what my friends.
Depends on what you're watching. Yeah.
The G1 Climax is starting up here soon. Watch the New Japan. That's great stuff.
Don't go back and watch this year's Mania, though.
Do not. It is trash.
Yeah.
It was trash.
So
it's really hard without a crowd, man. You forget how much that atmosphere.
Really disappointed.
And the theatric matches, I hate those things. I hate them.
Thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, and until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at Benchwarmers TP.
All right, so how's this working?
You just host the show.
You host the show just like you normally host.
No, I understand that. So like I normally would, or do you want me to be good this time?
I was going to say, yeah, maybe not like you normally do.
All right.
So this
maybe
is
like we have some esteemed guests for once,
Returning guests, Davo and Kels from the Brain Ladle Podcast. All right, Davo and Kels, how you guys doing today?
Good, man. Feeling good about this. Thanks for having us again.
I feel really confident about tonight's episode because Kels is amazing.
Is this me or is this for everybody?
It's for everybody.
When it comes to wrestling.
Okay.
It's the least confident anyone has ever said. I feel confident.
Am I sounding like crap?
You were sounded like you were
in slow motion.
So
your voice.
Trying to
Do you remember when Kane first started talking with the voice box? That's exactly what it sounded like.
Your voice was running through quicksand.
Oh man.